Okay.
The other issue about Ecab. Ecab service remains a problem. And I would have held discussions with the manager about it. Well, one of the directors as well, too. And this is my public call for Ecab to step up in its service. If you need to employ more people, employ more people. And the other thing, too, is that the interpretation of AML CFT requirements, I think they need the senior officials in the bank, they need some training. Because what they're doing is that instead of putting systems in place to manage the AML CFT risk, they are creating impediments. I know of a situation, for example, in which someone wanted an appointment to establish a corporate account, and that person was told they can only have an appointment at the end of October. In the 1st of September. What kind of foolishness is that? So I am saying to all the banks, for that matter, that kind of service cannot advance this country. And we expect to have managers who are proactive and managers who are sensitive to the needs of our people. You cannot sit on your high horse in your ivory tower and play important and treat customers as though they're nothing and telling them they must wait 2 months to get a simple service. You got to stop it. In fact, I'm of the view that all these managers should be held accountable. And where they fail to increase the profits of the bank and to control the amount of bad loans, they should be relieved of the position. This idea that managers can just sit down and play important and they don't have to go out there and hustle to get loan business, good quality loan business, and at the same time to increase the bank's profits. Those days are gone. Those days are long gone. I mean, we don't expect that these banks gonna operate like some government entities in which people really have a job for life, and they just show up a few hours a day and then disappear. Senior managers should be staying in the bank and even late, ensuring that staff working, following loans and so on, reducing delinquencies, looking at the management accounts and making sure that they're going in the right direction. I had a situation at the Antigua and Barbuda Development Bank in which I was told that the staff there had not made a loan for several months. I had to call them and ask them, hold on a second, y'all on holiday. And I'm making a joke to them, you know. When you work for this administration, you must perform. And they came up with some bogus idea about some particular funds that were for a particular purpose. I said to them, but monies are fungible. So if you have the money for a particular purpose and you're not getting loans for that purpose, you just sit down there and do no loans. You know, and this is a lack of discretion that we get from a number of them. And I'm calling them out because, look, we want to take this country to the next level, yeah? And we cannot do that on mediocrity or mediocre performance. Caribbean Union Bank, for example, we have had to call them in on a few occasions. And if we didn't do that, that bank would have ended up in a loss position. We're not trying to run them. We call them in, we ask them to explain what's happening with the various ratios in terms of profitability and so on, and the equity and all that. And by the way, let me make the point here that all of the commercial banks in this country are strong. All.